Hey everyone, this is Andy and I'm the Crow Stitcher here on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. So this is a stitch with me today. Welcome on in. This is what you all voted for in the poll. It was pretty close, but this one I think it was 33% out of the 4 options. This is It's Halloween Night by Eder Jose Rosa and it's charted by Stitches So Beautiful. Doing it 1/1 on 25 count, full cross. Everything I stitch, unless it is charted otherwise, is full cross. I don't like half stitches. So there's that. So I worked on this 2 Twitch streams ago. This is what the people in my Discord voted for a Twitch stream, and so I had finished off like half of the diagonal kind of down here where the Q-snap ends, and then started coming up to the top here. So that's what we're going to continue with today. I do 20, I almost said 20-inch wide. Those would be big diagonals. I do 20 stitch wide diagonals. It's one of those days. And so that's what continue. It's just a personal preference. And as you can see, I do cross country within the diagonal as well. Some people do like a snake line by line. But I do cross country. Again, it's a personal preference. It's whatever you like. Whatever the piece itself might kind of say, hey, this is how I want to be stitched. I have tried to stitch some things in the diagonal and it hasn't really worked. So for a particular piece, it just doesn't really work. So, you know, definitely something to try, but also keep in mind that not everything might work in the diagonal, and that's totally fine. Or you just might not like the diagonals, and that's also totally fine. So I'm going to try to keep an eye here on, you know what, I might actually zoom out just a little because I feel like I'm quickly going to get out of shot here. So this is the first stitch with me for 2025, and I wanted to give you all the choice. This is one of my finish hopefuls for the year. I should say what I'm currently at, shouldn't I? I currently have 19,522 stitches done out of 102,000, and I'm at 19.14%. So I'm not far along, you know, percentage-wise, but it is a smaller full coverage, so I am hoping to get this finished this year. But anyone who's been around my channel knows that I don't say I'm going to finish things because then I don't. So that's why things are listed as finish hopefuls. I would like to finish this. I'm hoping to finish this year. But no guarantees. So I am stitching this. All of the options I gave you all to vote on were from the categories I have, or the groups I have for the Stitchopoly with Alara. So I'm just marking some stuff off. What was this one for? This one was for This one was for air. And I don't remember how many stitches I had to do for air. But I'll check after we're done here. And if I didn't get it finished, then I'll keep going until they are finished. So how I do that is, so Alara is doing a huge Stitchopoly game. There's 2 boards that have multiple levels on each board, or multiple squares. I think 4 total for each board. And then there's a whole entire board just for being in jail. And she made the whole thing herself. It's really incredible. But I don't like to have specific pieces that say, oh, I need to work on this specific piece. So what I did is she started with 5 tokens, and now she has, oh, did I miss some up there? I did. We're just gonna start another thread. She started with 5 tokens: earth, air, fire, water, and magic. And then in her last floss tube, she added a chaos token. So now there are 6 tokens. So I did add another group of projects. And what I do is I just add up whatever stitch count is for each token. And then I have a group of whips assigned to each token. So we're doing air right now because it's Halloween night is from the air group, the air token. So that group has, they each have 5 whips in them. My air group has Gone to Pieces, which is from Long Dog. Mystical Forest, which is from the Cross Stitch Studio. Chadmila Falcha, which is a kit from, oh God, I should know this. I don't remember off the top of my head. Green Elven Door, which is from Stitch with Cat on Etsy, and it's Halloween night, which is this one. And so each week, each time whatever the stitch count is for the air token, I choose one of those whips in that group and stitch the stitch count on whichever whip I choose. So this time you all chose it for me, but that way I still have an option. I still have it's not set to one whip. I can choose whichever one I want in that group, which works better for me. But it's still a bit localized, you know, it's still a bit, I can't choose from everything that I have, which y'all know I have quite a lot. I can choose from just those 5. And that goes for each group. They're all different. All the whips are different for each token. So if you're wanting to play along with either Alara or Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter, does Monopoly, Jade, the 310 Stitchers, is doing a Monopoly game with, oh my goodness, I forget. Completely left my brain. Siski Stitches is doing her own version of Stitchopoly, or excuse me, Siskopoly. So if you want to play along with any of the floss tubers doing it, but you don't, like me, you don't like being told to work on a specific whip, then this group idea might work for you. Maybe give it a shot. I've been having fun with it so far, so. Oops, that's wrong. This goes here. That's all wrong. What's, oh no, it's not. We're fine. We're fine. So what are you all working on? Share in the comments what you worked on during this stitch with me. I'd like to hear what you guys have under the needle. I worked today, so okay, I should say today is the 21st of January 2025. And I was essentially gifted a pattern yesterday. I wasn't actually gifted the pattern, but two of my wonderful stitchy friends each gave me some money to put towards the pattern. And it's one that oh my God, I found it maybe a week or so ago and was trying to save bobbins for it. I had 9 bobbins and was trying to save up. It was $23, so I was trying to save up and stitch so I could earn bobbins in order to purchase it. And yesterday was a bit of a difficult day for me. And so they, oops, I unmarked something I already stitched. They both kind of chipped in and gave me the money for it. So I was able to purchase it yesterday. I did end up using 3 of my bobbins. And then their contribution to get it. And I started it yesterday, and it was kind of last evening by the time I got the fabric, because it was it was not expected. So I had to get the fabric and prep, do my normal prep that I usually do. And so I got 300 some stitches in last evening. And then this morning, well, I say this morning, but I worked on it again this morning when I got up and just put it down before I filmed the stitch with me, and I did over 1,000 stitches on it today. And I love it so much. I will share it with you in the my floss tube. You'll obviously see it because I'll share my progress and what it will look like and everything, but it was very unexpected and I really appreciated it. It was nice to completely out of the blue just have people be like, here, you deserve this. Go get it. And I can't tell how much that means, It's so lovely. But it's called More Fun in Hell by artworks by Stefan Coidel. Actually, I don't know if it's Stefan or Stefan. There's no chicka over the A, so I'm gonna say it's Stefan, but I could be wrong. But Stefan Coidel, it's from Contemporary Cross, is the designer. And there's a companion piece to it, which I also want and am now saving bobbins up for that. But it went right onto my priority parade. Like, it is one I 100% want to stitch and finish and have it up on my wall. That and its companion. So Okay, we're gonna come back up here and start filling in. Where's 924? Oh, I'm getting low on 924. I'm gonna need to replenish it. I mean, I have more. I'm gonna need to replenish on here. All right. Also, isn't this needle minder? It's from Mad for Minders. I love it. I just put in an order because I actually need more needle minders. I used to not keep them on or like with a project, but now I've been getting in the habit of keeping a needle minder with each project. It's just I found it to be easier. So I have discovered that I do indeed need more minders, so I just ordered a few more from Mad for Minders. They're really great minders. They work beautifully. Like, the magnets work beautifully. I've never had an issue with any of them. Sometimes you get a needle minder and the needle doesn't quite, like, the magnet's not quite strong enough to hold the needle on, you know what I mean? Or hold it on securely enough for my liking. So, but Mad for Minders is great and really good prices as well. So, well, this is from there, and I love it. So it's really cold here today. It is currently, well, it was 2 degrees Fahrenheit when I woke up this morning, which I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's cold. It's currently 16 degrees Fahrenheit, but the wind chill, I think they said, is going to make it feel like minus 19 Fahrenheit. So it's cold. I even put Zena Beanie's coat on when I let her out today. She doesn't like wearing she doesn't like wearing anything, quite frankly. Like, you always see the pictures and ads and like videos of pitties wearing pajamas, and they look so damn adorable. And then you can get matching pajamas, like, yeah, but she wouldn't wear them. She doesn't like wearing anything. Even her collar, she can't stand wearing her collar. But I put her coat on today. I was like, ma'am, you're gonna thank me, okay? Just wear your coat. And she did. And then she came in and she just went to go upstairs with the coat still on. Like, she didn't even wait for me to take it off. It's really cold in the house. This room isn't bad because it was an addition, so it's on its own separate heating system. Like, it has its own heater. But the rest of the house is freezing. Like, it just can't keep up with it. It's too cold. There's not enough warm air outside for it to pull. So the air coming out of the vents is like cold air. Child has a space heater for school down there because his computer for school is downstairs. So we have a space heater on for him. And Dar has a space heater in his office. and just thankful that we have those things, you know, and everything is still working, and that we have enough things to keep ourselves warm and our baby girl warm, her Seenie Beanie, who, if you have been in my Twitch streams, I think she's finally on the mend. Today we haven't had any issues yet so far. She made it through last night and all day today so far, so it's a good sign. Mark this off. It's been pretty uneventful here. We got back from our trip, like I said, in the floss tube, and it's been just pretty uneventful. Child's back to school, back to ballet. Dar and I are back to work. Dar's work is pretty busy. Mine is pretty slow, as expected. I did have a couple orders, candle orders that I needed to, that came in while I was away, and then one that came in after we got back, that I had to, you know, pack and ship out. But it's been slow, and I usually after the holidays, you know, it is slow, so it's not out of the ordinary. But I did get some new wax melt snap bar molds. One design was a design I already had, but when I did my last show, they sold really, really well. So I got more. So I don't think I only had 3 of them. So, you know, to get a good stock took a while. So I ordered a few more of those so I could make more in one go. And we'll get them up on my website, but I haven't decided what scents to offer them. Like, if I will offer them in every scent and then just make them when an order comes in, or only offer them in selected scents. I'm not sure. Haven't decided on that yet. And then the other one I got is a snap bar that has a skull at the bottom. So it's just a regular, you know, like, looks like a candy bar, snap bar, right? But then at the bottom of the bar, there's a skull, which I'm going to try. I still have to test it, so it's not guaranteed. Brushing on a very fine black glitter, because I don't use colors for my wax. My wax is natural, undyed, so it'll be just the color of the creamy color of the wax, and then a black sparkly skull. Hopefully, that's what I'm aiming for. Hopefully it works out. As such, like I said, I still have to test that. But other than that, it's been pretty slow for me here, just stitching and streaming more. I'm gonna try to stream on Twitch 2 times a week now, Sundays and Wednesdays. Is that what I decided? Y'all, I even filled out a calendar with what kind of stitchy YouTube Twitch things I'm doing on each day. So I'm getting fancy over here. Keeping to the schedule, we'll see how that works, but making a schedule is the first step, I suppose, isn't it? And I normally don't do that. So, like, I don't even get that far. So, excuse me, I cannot wait. Zena had me up, not last night. She did sleep through all the way through last night. But since Wednesday, what is today? Today's Tuesday. So for almost a week, 5 days, she had me up every couple hours in the night because she needed to go outside. So I'm really, and I don't function well without my usual hours of sleep. I'm usually get about 7 hours, 8. But I don't function well if I don't get that. So I think I'm still, even though I was able to sleep through last night, I'm still kind of catching up. Or still, in the negative, so to speak. Okay, where do I want to go? There's a lot of this kind of randomly, so we're just gonna go with it. Should still be in frame, I think. We had dinner at my in-laws on Saturday. Note the excitement in my voice. If anyone watched the last Twitch stream I put up, you will have heard the full story of the shenanigan visit. Oh man. Okay, so making sure I'm in the right spot. Yeah, my mother-in-law, aka Shenanigan, we've had our moments, and I don't mean necessarily good moments, I mean like bad moments. There's been some situations, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But we're I don't even know how to say it. We're like fake nice enough to each other. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a really weird relationship, and just every time I think, oh, we're kind of getting somewhere, we're bonding. Sorry. Zena's okay. You know, we're getting past the whatever, I don't know. Doesn't go there, that goes there. She does something else and I'm like, no, we're right back where we always were, quite frankly. It was all just a farce. Like, and I'm sure I'm not alone. You hear about in-law stories all the time from many people, so I'm not alone in that regard, but I definitely feel a bit alone in the fact that, like, I have Dar's in-laws, but both of my parents are dead. And so it's like very one-sided. Now, mind you, he's not on their side, so I don't want it to sound like that either. It's just, I don't know. I do wish, especially for child, like, I wish he didn't have just their side as well. You know what I mean? Like, I wish he had some people from my side. But that's how it is. You can't do anything about it. So it is what it is, and you just got to make the best of it. He is getting older, obviously, and is now more in the, no, I don't want to go to Nana and Papa's house. And Shenanigan especially is still in the, why doesn't child want to come and stay overnight with us and like come over when he has the day off from school? Like yesterday was Martin Luther King Day here. So they didn't have school, and she wanted him to go over and spend the day with them, and he didn't really want to do that, you know, like he's past that. Not to say he doesn't like to spend time with them, but he's at the age where if he does have the day off, there are other things he wants to do. And, you know, you can't blame him for that. But she doesn't get it. And, you know, I feel kind of bad, but at the same time, it's like, we're not forcing him to stay here. If he wants to go over, he knows he can go over. We're not going to stop him. So it's one of those, it's just a tricky age, tricky time, you know? All right, let's do some more park threads here. I'm gonna do, is this the right one? Excuse me. Itchy nose. Can't tell. I washed my hands before I started, and my needle feels, I can't tell if it's like my hands or if it's the needle. Feels, I don't know, not right. So my new schedule that I created, that I'm hoping to keep up with starting this week, is a Twitch stream on Sunday and Wednesday. Stitch with me on Tuesday. which is today. A floss tube on Thursdays. And then Fridays will be, trying to make sure I keep in. Fridays will be for my tier 2 Ko-fi members. So I will throughout the week I had tried a vlog style with just everything I was stitching during the week for them, for my tier 2s, and decided it was just too much. I didn't like it. So I am now going to, on Friday, pull 2 pieces to work on that are Ko-fi whips only, Ko-fi member whips only. Some are new starts, some are still, or actual, already started, actual whips, and one will be a restart. And, because I lost it when my phone bricked. And so I'll pull 2 from a bin, and then I'll work on those throughout the week when I can. And when I work on those, I will film like a vlog style, and then that will go up on Friday. So on Fridays. So Friday, and then also I'll pull for the next week on the Fridays. So this week will be, I'll show, what I already had pulled and worked on. And then I will pick 2 more pieces and show what those will be. And then we'll continue on with that. So it'll be Fridays. So if you are a tier 2 Ko-fi member, keep an eye out for that. I will put it in the Discord, in your Discord channel like I usually do. I will also add the videos to the Google Doc, which is pinned in your Discord channel, and I'll also put them in actually put them up in Ko-fi as well, so you can view it there as well. But I think that'll be much better. I was trying to do everything, and it was just way too much for me. So that's the schedule. So hopefully I'll be able to keep up with it, and this is the first week giving it a go. Oh, that doesn't go there. So far so good, but we'll see. Before I park that, I want to make sure that there aren't any more. There are. Down further in the diagonal here. And I'm really trying to stick to my bobbin system this year, which I have explained in some of my floss tubes, but I'll explain it again here because there might be some newer people or people who haven't watched those specific floss tubes. So I used to, I collect patterns, okay? I'm a pattern hoarder, let's just be real. And would I love to stitch all of them? Yes, I would. Are they all mostly like 95% full coverages? Yes, they are. So obviously I can't stitch all of them in my lifetime. But I still collect the patterns because they're gorgeous in their artwork. And, you know, if I'm drawn to a pattern, you never know when something might come up where I would want to start it. So I collect them. And I'm really trying this year to, while it is fun to collect them, I am trying to be a bit more realistic and, excuse me, not spend as much and save more and be more frugal with everything, for multiple reasons. And so I created this bobbin system, and I tried it last year and I didn't do well with it because I was like, oh well, I'm gonna, it's a plan for 2025, but I'm gonna start it now. And then I kept saying, oh, but it's a plan for 2025, so I don't have to start it now. That's how that worked. So what I do is I don't use bobbins anymore, but I still have a bunch of bobbins left over. So I have them all in a vintage tin. And what I do is I separated my whips into 4 categories. I have, oh, I can't thread my needle here. Hold on. I have regular whips, which are whips that I like and would love to finish, at some point, but they're not, there's other ones I would want to stitch first. And if I don't finish the regular whips in my lifetime, excuse me, I won't be upset about it. I'm definitely a process stitcher. So I'm not necessarily stitching for the finish on most things. Let's just put that out there. There are some things I definitely do want to finish, and that comes in later. But the regular whips are just whips that it'd be great if I could finish, but I won't really necessarily be upset if I don't finish them. I just enjoy stitching them, and I enjoy the artwork, and I enjoy working on them. And then I have legacy whips, which are whips that I want to finish in my lifetime. And then I have Priority Parade, which are legacy whips that I have separated out and want to finish first. So I still want to finish all the legacy whips, like all the whips in the legacy category, but I want to finish the ones in Priority Parade first. And again, for multiple reasons. Some of them are gifts for Child and Dar, or for, me and Dar, or for somewhere in the home, or just ones that I really want to do for myself first. And then I have Finished Hopefuls, which are, like I said before, ones that I hope to finish this year. Again, won't be, distraught if I don't get them finished this year, but they're the ones that I would hope to get finished, that I think I can. And so every 10,000 stitches for each category, I earn bobbins. So it doesn't have to be the same whip. I can, any whips in the Finished Hopefuls, I keep track, and when I get 10,000 stitches total, I earn bobbins. And the number of bobbins changes depending on, ooh, you know what? I might just be able to finish this color. Hold on. There's only 17 left. I'm going to go outside of my diagonal. Because I think I might be able to finish this color out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the number of bobbins changes depending on the category. So for regular whips, all the goals are 10,000 to earn a bobbin, or to earn bobbins. But for the regular whips, I earn 1 bobbin for 10,000 stitches. For am I still on camera here? Am I still in? I think so. move it a bit. For Legacy whips, I earned 2 bobbins for 10,000 stitches. And for Priority Parade and Finish Hopefuls, I earned 3 bobbins. So 10,000 stitches for each of those categories, I get 3 bobbins. So that's how I earn my bobbins, and then each bobbin equals $1. So when I earn bobbins, I put them in a skull jar that I have. And then if there's a pattern that I want, like let's use More Fun in Hell as an example, because that's the one that was just sort of gifted to me. That was $23. So I would need 23 bobbins in order to purchase that chart. Obviously, because I was gifted some money to go towards that, I only needed to spend 3 of my bobbins. But then when I do spend them, I take them out of my skull jar and they get put back into the tin with all the other bobbins. And so the goal or the theory is that as it's sort of like a long process of whipping down, right? But also being more there is one left. Seriously, there's one stitch left in this color somewhere in the chart. So I did not get a 0. I thought I would. It might be down in the pumpkin, or it's in the pumpkin. Well, it was a good thought. It was a good try. But also being more mindful of what I'm purchasing, and obviously helping me save money and not spend as much, and being more frugal. So I can still obviously treat myself to patterns and purchase patterns that I want and that I know I would like to stitch, but also, you know, be a little more realistic with my purchases. So far it has worked. I have not purchased anything other than the More Fun in Hell, which, like I said, I was able to purchase only because 2 kind friends each gave me some money towards that pattern. So I think we just got a delivery and that got Xena up. And now she was having a nap and now she's on, oh my god, someone was outside mode. I feel bad for the delivery drivers and weather like that, especially even in the summer when it's really hot. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. And today like this with the frigid temperatures we have today is just, and compared to other parts of the country, it's not as, you know, it's not as cold here as it is in other parts of the country. So I can't really complain. Yes, baby girl. Were you a good guard dog? Okay. You feeling better today? You feeling better? Oh, she wants me to pet her now. She's doing the whole, I'm gonna side up next to you and just like move my back and my butt where I want you to scratch. Yeah, that's what she's doing right now. Can I finish this thread at least? and then we can call it a day, okay, baby girl? I think my hands might be sweating, and that's why my needle feels weird. Because I've been having this thing lately where I'm cold and I have goose pimples, but the palms of my hands are sweating. And I don't know what that's all about, but it's not fun. It's not comfortable. Like, how do you dress for that? I I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But if anyone does know, please tell me. Please let me know if you have that same thing and how you dress for that, because it's not the one. It really isn't. I think that might be my fabric that Thar just brought in. And now Zena's inspecting it because she has to make sure it's okay. You know, just in case it's, you know, it's not a bomb or anything. You know, we're fine. We're fine. I ordered some more gridded fabric. Because I have a lot of full coverages I want to start. And apparently some surprise full coverages as well. If yesterday's anything to go by. But one of the pools for the Ko-fi members this week, what is a new start, Blood Moon. Artwork is by Ann Stokes, and it was charted by, I think that one might be from Pain Free Crafts. Don't quote me on that. I could be lying right now. So that will be started this week, and so if you are a tier 2 member in Ko-fi, you'll get to see that. And I ordered 28 and 25. That's usually, those are my two go-tos. But I also ordered some 32. And I ordered a smaller piece of it because I'm not sure. I tried stitching it on, wait, yes, that's right. I tried stitching on 32 count before for a full coverage, but it was cross country. I didn't really like it, but it was also, I was doing cross country at the time, and so I want to give it another go with diagonal, see if I like it better, because it would certainly be nice to have like some smaller, you know, ones that aren't quite as big as far as inches. But all right, we're gonna leave it there for the day. And I got 265 stitches done. So we're now at 19,786 complete for 19.4%. And I don't know if I'm gonna look and see if I need to do more for the Stitchopoly. But so if I do, I'll put that in, and if not, I'm going to switch this out for something else. All right, thank you all for joining me today. If you were working on anything, let me know in the comments below. If you're not subscribed and you like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you next Tuesday for another Stitch with me. Bye, y'all. Have a great week.